You know, some folks may be making all the curb appeal improvements because they intend to sell their house. And lately, it's been a tough seller's market out there. It seems very difficult to find that right party who would be a perfect buyer. Also, how does a seller even keep track of all those fluctuating prices?
Well, not to worry. There is some new technology and services that offer a solution to this dilemma and much more. Take a look and see for yourself.
Today's housing market can present challenges for home buyers and sellers. It's typically called a buyer's market when there are plenty of properties available at competitive prices. We're here today with Russ Capper from Prudential Real Estate. We're going to talk a little bit about how a seller could better position himself for today's buyer's market. Welcome to Designing Spaces, Russ.
Hey, Brian, it's great to be here.
Thanks.
And what we're talking about sellers, I got to tell you, most sellers are also buyers, so they're having to deal with that side of the formula as well.
I understand Prudential Real Estate has an online system that could really make a difference. Can you tell us more about it?
The online advantage is all about information for both buyers and for sellers. For buyers, we love to show them the entire market, what's happening real time. And for sellers, we like to let them know what's happening with their property, with all the buyers online and all the activity in their neighborhood.
And that's exactly why we have you here today, because our very own colleague, Jody Dombrowski, has been wanting to sell her house.
Let's go see Jody.
Let's do it. Hey, Jody.
Hey, how you doing, Brian?
Good, good.
Good.
This is Russ Capper from Prudential Real Estate.
Hi, thanks for coming, Russ.
Hi, Jody. It's great to be here.
Come on in.
Great.
Jody, it is great to see you
You
again.
too, Brian.
And your home always looks so beautiful.
Thank you. I've really enjoyed living here, and now it's time for me to move. And I'm concerned about a couple things. One is I really have a deadline, and second, I want to get top dollar for my home.
Totally understandable. In today's marketplace, it could be really tough for a seller. But that's why we have Russ with us today.
Good.
He has an ingenious online system that he's anxious to tell us about.
Well, absolutely, because I think I can help you.
Great. Well, I really want to hear more about it, so let's go grab a seat and get comfortable.
Let's do it.
Hey, Russ, can you tell Jody how this works?
Absolutely. We're talking about online seller advantage, and I sort of stress the word advantage. We refer to it as OSA. Well, what we've done at Prudential Real Estate is really gotten good at understanding what buyers do on the web. We save that activity, and we've built a huge buyer knowledge database. We take that information and we give it back to you when you're going to sell your home, and we show you what's going on here.
That's great.
Let me show you something that I brought. Brian told me your address, so I went ahead and put it into our OSA system. And as you can see here, I can tell exactly how many people would have searched, would have pulled up your home in a search last night. It would have shown up in 2,332 times in the last week and almost 5,000 times in the last month.
Great.
So this confirms that there's a lot of buyers interested in this part of the town with your home. More specifically, I've got 21 buyers who have been told the minute a home like this, in this neighborhood, in this price range, with this many beds and baths, comes on the market, they want to know about it. And this is my favorite part, where I can tell you that we have 14 buyers that are monitoring the 18 listings in your neighborhood. Those people have to be good buyer prospects for your home, don't you agree?
Sure, of course.
Okay.
Now, how can I use this to help me find a good price for my home?
Well, there's a couple of things, a couple of ways that that could work. First, let me tell you that what I'm going to do, this same sort of information, every day, I'm going to take all of this information and send it to you in an email. You're going to see how many people were searching for your home last night, last week, last month, and you're going to be able to see what's happening in your neighborhood, if there's new listings, if there's price reductions, or if there's sold transactions. It's all of this information that will help you understand, hey, am I in the right place? Are there plenty of buyers here right now? Is there plenty of activity? Or are you seeing that there's a lot of new listings that are priced lower than yours? If there's really pressure to sell soon, it might be an indication that you might want to lower the price.
That is leaps and bounds above what I experienced when I tried selling my home years ago.
Well, the cool thing about it is that we're the only people that produce something like this at Prudential Real Estate right now. And perhaps even cooler yet is the fact that it's free. As long as you list with a Prudential Real Estate agent that's participating in OSA. You get all of this information if you list with us.
I can see how this can be very useful, and it's so much easier than when I bought my home.
Now I'm thinking ahead too for you, Jody. I understand if we do this, we think that you're probably going to be able to sell this pretty quickly, which means it's time to start looking for a home to buy, right?
Mm-hmm, that's
Okay.
true.
And this is the part of our program we refer to as Online Buyer Advantage. And our policy there is that we want buyers like you to be totally in tune, once again, to what's going on in the market. Even in market conditions like these, the listing database changes frequently. So you need a database that's up to date. And obviously I'm setting the stage because we're totally committed to keeping our database up to date. In this market, we update multiple times per day. Once you see a listing, you don't have to pick up the phone and get into one of those phone tag circles. You can immediately submit a home tour request on our site. It will immediately come to the agent that handles Online Buyer Advantage. You'll be able to set the time and efficiently meet them and really work with them from that point on, collaborating through the system. It really works well, believe me.
How do people out in the market find out more about this?
All they have to do is call their local Prudential real estate office and tell them they want to be part of the Online Advantage.
Russ, thanks for stopping by today. Really appreciate it.
You bet, it's been my pleasure.
Yes, thank you so much.
For Designing Spaces, I'm Brian Allen.
And I'm Jody Dombrowski. And hey, if you want to buy my house, go to prudential.com. Right? I can do that.